Jerome Ford and Kareem Hunt combined for 131 yards rushing the football, over 4.5 yards a carry. Kevin Stefanski talked about the effective running game against the Niners this afternoon.
Yeah, it's always a combination of things. As you can imagine, it's a really good plan. I thought the coaches put together a really good plan, and then the execution was on point. But you mentioned the offensive line; they'll get in trouble if I single anybody out. But they did a really, really good job with a tough front. I mean, that's a very good run front, and we got on the edges when we could get on the edges. We ran tight zone when we could run tight zone. We moved them with double teams. So tried a little bit of everything. And then you got to highlight the tight ends and the wide receivers, the role they play in the run game as well. But Kareem ran hard. Jerome ran hard. It wasn't pretty always, but, man, they played really hard.
And they went to some, Nick Harris played fullback some. They brought in an extra offensive lineman. The run game needed to be fixed in at least the first game out of the bye. Kevin Stefanski found a way to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, at least I think the takeaway is now, can they sustain that? Because, this is just such a different world than it was with Nick Chubb. And I think that now you have to go through week by week and try to replicate this in different ways. And I think, the biggest question is they did it when they needed to yesterday, but when Deshaun Watson comes back, that run game looks different again because you're able to have more design stuff for Deshaun Watson on the ground. And obviously, his processing ability and stuff is way different than PJ Walker. So I definitely think it was a good step after the bye week. I don't think the work is done in that regard. And I'm really curious to kind of see how it looks in these weeks coming up, especially now when they have to go on the road in their next 5 of 7 games. They go to Indianapolis and then after that have to go back out west to face the Seahawks, a really physical team and one of the toughest, I think, environments in the NFL. So definitely some tough tests coming up here in the next 6-7+ weeks for the Browns and trying to once again adapt that run game.